Hello and welcome to LobbyMusic. I am Kenzie and today we are covering Godzilla 1954.
And I am Miles, and we will be looking over the director, the composer, and the suit actor.
He first started his acting career doing several stunts in samurai films, and he even starred in the 1954 classic Seven Samurai, in which he played a bandit which got slain. In 1953, for Eagle of the Pacific, he volunteered to be set on fire during the film's Battle of Midway. This still impressed the film's director, Ashiro Honda, who directed 1954 Godzilla, and he is probably the most likely one to have recommended Nakajima for the title role in Godzilla, Toho's first monster film the following year. Originally, he said the original suit weighed over 100 kilograms, which is about 220 pounds, and required two men to help him put it on. But eventually, he mastered the suit and went on to teach other suit actors who came after him. And now, moving on from the actor, we will be talking about Akira Ifukube, who was the original composer of the iconic theme of the 1954 Godzilla. The iconic Godzilla theme was originally intended to be used for the Japanese self-defense forces featured in the film. It became the thematic leitmotif for the monster character Godzilla and for the rest of the franchise, and it's still used to this day. His first piece was the piano solo, Piano Suite, and his first big break came in 1935 when his first orchestral piece, Japanese Rhapsody, won the first prize in the international contest for young composers promoted by Alexander Tichepin. This is when he first started getting attention in the media scene. From 1946 to 1953, he taught at the Nihon University College of Art. During this time, he composed his first film, The End of Silver Mountains, which was released in 1947. He went on to compose some 250 scores and later moved to Tokyo College of Music, becoming its president in 1975.
Speaking of director Ishiro Honda, why not speak about him more? He was a Japanese filmmaker who directed 46 feature films in a career spanning 5 decades.
He made his directorial debut with the short documentary film East Shima, released in 1949, after being an assistant director for 15 years before making his own visions. Honda's first feature film, The Blue Pearl, released in 1952, was a critical success in Japan. At the time, would lead him to direct 3 other drama films.
In 1954, Honda directed and co-wrote Godzilla, which became a box office success in Japan and was nominated for 2 Japanese Movie Association awards.
At 23 years old, Honda was drafted into the Imperial Japanese Army in the fall of 1934. Despite receiving a passing grade on his physical examination, he was not required to report for immediate duty. While waiting for his call-up, Honda continued working at PCL. Honda was called to duty in January 1935 and was enlisted into the 1st Division, 1st Infantry Regiment in Tokyo. At the time, Honda began his training at the entry-level rank of Ipiso Satu.
In 1936, Honda's former commanding officer Yasuhide Kurehara launched a coup against the civilian government. What would be called the February 26th incident? Though Honda had no involvement with the coup, everyone associated with Kurehara were considered dangerous and the brass wanted them gone, and as a result, Honda and his regiment were sent to Manchukuo in 1936 under questionable pretense.
We found out that Ashiro Honda was a war criminal, and here is some of the crimes he possibly could have been attached to. The more you learn about the Comfort Women camps, the more shocking it gets. These camps were worst violations of human rights occurred during the war. Women were raped and beaten. They were pulled into state-organized sex trafficking operations. Women were raped up to and exceeding 80 times a day. And these camps, many wished they were dead. Some attempted or committed suicide, and they thought death would be better than this. I cannot disagree with them. It destroyed their lives. Their bodies were damaged from the abuse. Some to the point that they couldn't even have children. And overall, I think, from what we did in our deep dive, we do think he was a part of this. But, yeah.
Continuing about the anti-military theming, there is a woman in the court who is aggressively criticizing the government who is keeping the monster Godzilla hidden from the public. A man tells her that they need to keep it hidden from the public. She also criticizes the use of atomic weaponry potentially being the cause of Godzilla's creation. Aha! We've tricked you all into watching an information video on 54. We don't even do that here. We're just here to yap.
Yep, it's the best thing we're at, and we're going to talk about -1.
It's our only skill, by the way. We're only good at yap. It's our only good skill.
Mistake. Talking about 1954 Godzilla.
He means -1.
The better movie.
Yes, yeah, listen. Subtle foreshadowing, but -1 is a lot better than 54, honestly.
But yeah, we're talking about -1 as well, because they're basically the same movie, because -1 is basically just a retelling of the original story, but me and Miles both agree that it's done better.
Yeah, it's overall improved. We obviously, it has the advantages of the up-to-date visuals, and I would say that even the actors performed better than the original ones. No disrespect to the original actors.
I think I mentioned this earlier, but obviously back in the day, in 1954, acting was relatively new, and some people weren't up to scratch, especially foreign acting.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that one of the best performances in the film, ironically enough, is Godzilla himself. I think,
Haruo Nakajima.
Yeah, Haruo Nakajima. I believe he did an amazing performance as Godzilla. His like the fact that he actually like studied all the animals like movements for the suit. That's some dedication right there. We need more actors like that nowadays.
I really liked it how he done it, but yeah, I think he done a good job of bringing Godzilla to life, especially for the first interaction of this nuclear monster machine.
I also think it's an interesting concept that they really messed around with radiation, what it could cause potentially like mutations and stuff. I mean, it does cause mutations. They're just not very nice for us. Well, it was a lot nicer for Godzilla.
I'm surprised they actually went down the radiation route, especially Hiroshima was literally maybe 10 years, 20 years beforehand.
Well, Hiroshima was 45, wasn't it? So that was only 9 years. So to be fair, it's like for the incident only having 9 years ago, they were pretty quick to hop on a topic over it, and I think it's actually a good message the film does give. To be fair, like although I don't think it's the greatest film ever made, or I don't even think it's that crazy good of a film, I do respect the messaging and the hard push on their beliefs.
Yeah, I think they went as far as they could have went for radiation at the time, because I think if they went too far, it possibly could have tainted the legacy of Godzilla. We could, or might not have had it nowadays.
Yeah, we do like Godzilla here. We've not watched all the films, but don't worry, we're gonna get to them. We're gonna get to them.
King Kong's better.
I disagree. Listen, that's Cat, bro. That's Cat. We already know. You know what you think about King Kong and Godzilla.
Yeah, the fraudulent side of me came out there.
Yeah, he actually likes them as much because -1 was such a good film. A little fact.
Yeah, -1 really made me rethink my decisions of watching movies because it was just that good.
Yeah, Godzilla -1 was a great theater experience. It's one of the best movies I have watched.
Comparing it to watching 1954 on Miles's monitor, it was completely different. But considering we watched a restoration of it, it was up to scratch to nowadays standards because we used the Criterion Collection restoration, and we touched up upon it in our fact side of things, but there was quite a few weird things happened in the film, especially edit-wise, and it was just really off-putting because it happened twice near the end of the movie, so I don't know if the scenes got lost in transit or just weren't good enough for restoration.
Yeah, I mean that's the they could have obviously just been bad because it's such an old film, and obviously when did the restoration come out?
2025, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was this year.
Yeah, so it was a new one. It was a new restoration, and to be honest, they did a really good job in my opinion. I'm not an expert on restoration and stuff, so maybe restoration bros were like, "This is terrible. What were they even thinking?"
Also, this is Miles's first black and white movie he watched, and so it must have been a different experience for him.
Yeah, I mean, like, me personally, I can't actually see black and white, so I'm just looking at a blank screen. I don't really know, I just heard a lot of sounds, so it's pretty different for me.
Yeah, Miles just watched the screen and moved on. And now somehow we've got a video of this, or a LobbyMusic episode.
Yeah, I used echolocation to look at the scenes, obviously, even though it's on a screen, then that's not how that works.
What's your opinion on the direction style Ishiro Honda took?
The direction style. I mean, I do respect the. Like I said, I do respect the push on the messaging of the government, obviously, with this nuclear weaponry and how dangerous a lot of this stuff is. Like, stop the testing and stuff. I actually do think that nukes are very dangerous. Obviously, since we have historical proof, and you don't really need much historical proof when you see it go boom.
I was quite surprised, like, because Japan are usually quite contained with their criticism of their government, I'd say. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not very educated on it, so I'm not even
But-
going to comment, to be honest.
Like, they villainize the government in the film quite subtly. Like, they're trying to hide Godzilla is a fact of nuclear
Yeah.
radiation.
Yeah, it's blaming the
mistakes.
government.
Yeah.
Blaming the government. Like, if you didn't do this, we wouldn't have all these people dead. And I mean, it does make sense, their messaging. I mean, the nuclear warfare is dangerous. I mean, think about it this way. Like, if we ever got into a war that included nukes and all countries were going under, I think it's MED, it's called, as the procedure, which is mutually assured destruction. Yeah, we're screwed because there's so many nukes. I forgot how many, like, America has, but, like, I think they have over 1,000. Probably like 3,000 or something ridiculous, and then other countries also have it. So we're kind of getting boomed.
Yeah, and I think Godzilla's holds a really good message to what nuclear war can cause, because Godzilla is literally
Byproduct.
yeah, and he is the definition of destruction and what a nuclear bomb will do.
Yeah, like that's the thing. He's a force of nature, they say.
Yeah, and like
Although
thinking
not
about it
really.
now in this conversation, like I'm thinking about it more like how strong of a message Godzilla actually is to nuclear
Yeah, it's a
waste.
strong message.
Like I've not actually thought about it that much, and like you kind of feel and sympathize with the scientist from the end of the movie. Spoiler alert: who kills himself and drowns because he doesn't want the government to have his information and his super powerful weapon, which is the hydrogen bomb or
It's the oxygen destroyer.
oxygen destroyer. Sorry.
Another loss for male suicide rates. The percent keeps going up. It truly is a travesty.
Yeah, but like he really shows, I'd say, the perspective of the civilians, because he doesn't want to give his government the power to possibly destroy the world.
Yeah, I mean, if you could give something that just evaporates oxygen and just kills things easily as Godzilla of all creatures, then yeah, there's gonna be a lot of problems. Because I mean, look at it this way: Godzilla in the first film, I think he was 50 meters tall, which is ridiculous, and he has atomic breath. He has like, what was it? It's like magnets or something. I forgot.
Yeah.
He got like magnetized stuff to him, I think it was, or it's like I forgot because listen. It's been like 2 months since we watched this film and it was difficult finding a date to record.
Yeah, and also in the film, you can tell, going back to the scientist, you can tell his, like, fear. Like, his acting isn't the greatest, but like, you can tell the fear he's feeling because he's trying to burn all of his research. He spent years building this thing, and it's just all to stop the government from using it against, for instance, America.
Yeah, I mean, the thing as well is, if we look at all the stuff in the film, I think that, all things considered, the actors did do a pretty good job for the time period, like I say. Although, like I say, for -1, I think they did better -1, because I think it's a better film all around, to be honest. I mean, you could argue about -1's ending, which spoilers, I guess. You're gonna be hearing a lot of those.
Yeah, we will be covering -1 soon, and hopefully that'll be a much longer video.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's been pretty hard, like, putting stuff together, because admittedly we've not been super interested in the 54, although I want to watch it because it's a film I have a lot of respect for rather than enjoy.
Well, yeah, it's a film because it started everything for Godzilla. Like, literally, he wouldn't be where he is. He wouldn't be a civilian in Japan if it wasn't for this original movie.
Exactly, and he also does road safety in Japan, which is awesome. Like, I want Godzilla to do road safety in the UK, bro.
But instead, we get a cardboard cutout of a policeman holding a stop stick.
Yeah, like, imagine if we had something like Godzilla saying, "Don't cross the road, it's dangerous, wait."
Bro, if I was a kid, I would be scared. I'm just seeing a live scale Godzilla cardboard
A
cutout.
life-scale Godzilla, this 100-meter beast, like, "Don't cross the road," it has like a giant speakers in its mouth.
He's got like the headphones and like like
He's got the life jacket.
the orange
He's got
sticks
the life jacket.
for
Yeah,
the
orange
for the planes.
Yeah, he
and
has
stuff.
like the jacket. He has like the glow jacket, just the glow. Yeah,
God.
do not pass. It's dangerous. He should do airplanes too. He should do planes too. Going on holiday, Godzilla to guide us.
I should get a voice actor for Godzilla.
Yeah, moment to my. I'll actually let me try.
Nah, Vin Diesel. Nah, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey can do the physical work. And then Vin Diesel can do the voice acting. Don't cross the road.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito will go hard.
Yeah.
Bro, Godzilla.
1954.
1954. Yeah, indeed. He's
Also, but not touched up on it in this conversation as well. The visuals, the practical effects for the time, it's astonishing what they done, and the budget. I forgot the budget.
I think it was
150,000.
I thought it was 300,000.
300,000. But like for what they done for the time, it's just I always do think Japan are always the best when it comes to creativity in the world.
Yeah, Japan is creative. I'll tell you that much. I mean, they've given us some good series. I'll say that. One of them being Dragon Ball. Very good, by the way. Kenji Vando, Kenji Vando Jr., Kenzaite, Goose the Third. He definitely likes another one, I know.
I don't know what he's on about. Dragon Ball is probably the best anime.
Let's go. He said the fact. Listen, people say incorrect things. I don't care. I've watched I don't know. I've watched like at least 11 animes or something. Probably more. Sorry, the co-host is currently dying. I think it's gonna become a single man production. Sorry, guys.
It's gonna be music. I'm the lobby.
Are you though? You came to my house. This is the lobby.
You got a point.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I've been talking to the mic while looking at the budget. That correct things. How much did the budget cost?
Mainly because we don't have a screen in front of us telling us the information. What we have wrote down, because we spent a good while researching, and we're hoping to have that more prepared in the future. Because this is kind of a rough setup, because we're holding a handheld Rode mic.
No, there's actually a £15 million setup. Sorry, dollars for them Americans out there. It's probably actually more like $18 million. So I don't know them. It's like a 1.2 conversion rate or whatever.
It's also all self-invested. We're just really lucky to be rich.
Yeah, we are lucky. It's so Google AI, the most trustworthy resource. They're never wrong, guys. Always trust it. It says $279,000. 175,000 USD. That's a different film. Budget's estimated to be between like $175,000 and like. Yeah, I'll just go $175,000. You guys are getting the bare minimum. You're getting hopes. You're getting fake promises. We're frauds. Don't buy into our words. Buy our merch though. That we definitely have. It's real.
The practical side of things was just crazy. Like they built, like we've watched some little bit behind the scenes of like.
So our friend here is tweaking his gun.
But, like, I'm trying. Obviously, you can't see it, but like, they made loads of like little buildings and stuff, and it's just crazy. It might be on the screen right now.
Yeah, I think it's awesome they did all the little buildings. The little buildings are an awesome way to do the stop motion, like. Well, not stop motion. They didn't do stop motion there, but they used the small scenery and had it destroyed. That must have been really painful because they had to get that all in one shot. They'd have to redo the shot.
Yeah. I don't know if they done stop motion for the tail. Maybe
they did do stop motion at the tail. Remember, it was really cool. Remember that? I think it's only one shot in the entire film, but it's really cool they used the stop motion.
But unironically, probably took the most time.
Yeah, frame by frame, just going. All right, that tail slowly. All right, all right, hit the ball.
Also, I would love to know Haruo Nakojima's thought process, because that must have been such a fun job just destroying that mini set.
Yeah, let's hope he did get to destroy it. That'd be awesome, just going.
He just gets to go around stomping things. Like, that's one of my dreams, just going around stomping buildings. Like.
Yeah, of course it is. You're a danger to society. Maybe the radiation hits you and you become Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Weirdest Godzilla I've ever seen. It wouldn't show me that's a thing, to be fair. Look how many Godzillas we have. We have like Shin Godzilla. We have like a million different Godzilla models from the mainland Godzilla. Lava Godzilla.
No.
Burning Godzilla.
Burning Godzilla.
Lava Godzilla. Who is him?
Earth Godzilla.
Earth Godzilla. Yeah, Earth Godzilla. Yeah, I think Earth Godzilla looks alright. I don't think he's got one of the better designs.
A little bit overhyped, I'd say.
Dude, I don't even think. I don't know, but I've watched Earth Godzilla, but I don't think Earth Godzilla. I don't think is that like popular. I'm pretty sure it's like negative. Maybe not in Japan. I don't know.
I'm just like, I've not watched it. 'Cause I'm
I
a
have.
fraud.
Yeah, of course you are.
I-
You gotta watch One Piece, little bro.
Shh.
Yeah, see, he's kind of siphoned his life to One Piece, so unlucky.
It was for a bet. It was for a bet.
Unironically true though, it was for a bet.
Yes.
Oh wait, if you lose the bet, I can make you get Hell Divers. That's the saddest face I've ever seen. Wipe it off. Ugly mug. Don't ever smile at me again. Get out of the room.
Yeah, 1954. Respect it more than I liked it.
Yeah, I say it's a very respectable film. It's a very respectable film. I don't think it's the greatest film ever. I think I've said that 3 times. There's a cat. We gotta keep the yappers yapping.
But yeah, to close it off, I think it sends a message, and it gets the message across. But I think Godzilla -1 is still better.
Absolutely, I definitely think so. Especially the way they reinvented the atomic breath. It's such a good scene, the atomic breath. Like, the build-up and then the utter silence of a... And then... It was awesome. And the fact you get to see all the people blown away and stuff, it was incredible. Really well done.
Considering it was a 12 as well, I'm surprised they got away with, like, making all those people blow away.
Yeah,
Like-
also think about this. Like, I know this is not a -1 comparison, so I'm not going to do too much more. But the train stuff, like the same attacking area, also the photographers on top of the building,
Yeah.
they're so different.
I wanted, there's a little fun fact, like, the reporter in the original movie, he's in the, -1 too, when they're, like, reporting on the roof, I think it's,
Yeah.
Godzilla just comes and destroys them, like, it's such a random funny scene, like, I don't there's a massive reptilian monster, and these people are just reporting it, it's funny.
Listen, they don't get paid much, so they gotta get what they can get, even if it means dying.
But, like, I appreciate the small details, especially in -1, what they brought into it. Like that. It's so appreciative because they must just respect the hell out of that original movie.
But yeah, listen, Godzilla -1, I want to see, like, -2 or whatever we're going to call it, -2, don't care. I need another one, we need more. Those directors did an outstanding job, actors, great job.
Visuals. The CGI, like, it deserved the effects or the VFX or whatever it got for the Oscars. It deserved it any day of the week.
Godzilla could have only done the atomic breath scene, and it still would have been the best thing. The atomic breath scene is incredible.
Well, in the cinema, my jaw was on the floor. Like, when I seen that scene, I was like, no, that's like one of the best scenes I've ever seen. It was so good.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like I say, the build up, the pause, and the actual explosion. It's so cool when movies do that.
But, like, comparing it, like, bring it back to 54, because that's what we're meant to be talking about.
Listen, There's a movie we both really like, and then sometimes we get distracted from 54. I mean, they're both Godzilla, so it's basically... Listen, think about it as this. -1, and then 54. -1 is just 54 HD, if you think about it that way.
But, like, in 54, the atomic breath is, like, fire. It's not like, it's like air.
Yeah, it's like a weird, like, look to it. I mean, to be fair, it's black and white, so we don't really...
Yeah.
I wonder what actually looked like coloured. Like, I wonder what, like, the colour mean. Do you think it probably would have been, like, some random colour. I don't know what they used. Purple. To be fair, I think it's interesting, but getting off topic quickly, about, it's still Godzilla, about Shin Godzilla, how he had, like... I've not seen the film, and I did want to see it. I'm actually looking forward to seeing that film. But, he had, like, gas he'd, like, shoot on the floor, and I think he'd, like, launch fire afterwards. I don't remember.
Neither do I. I've not watched it since it came out.
Yeah, you watched it at least. I mean, that's cool. I want to... Yeah, that's Chester, fellas.
You call yourself a Godzilla fan, you're a fraud.
Yeah, I am a fraud.
A fraud.
To be fair, listen, I'm just saying, one of the worst Godzilla films ever, Godzilla, the American version, like, the 2005 or 1997?
1997.
Yeah, that
That's
movie's
96,
pish.
I think. Well, I have different views. I personally have guilty pleasure, and I think it's funny because it's not even Godzilla. It's just a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's a dinosaur that reproduces asexually. It will form more Godzillas. That is not Godzilla. Are you lost? Oh, there's Godzilla right here. Yeah, he's very ferocious. Yeah, he's dangerous.
I think we'll end that there.
Yeah, we'll keep talking if we don't.
This has been Lobby Music, episode 1, Godzilla 1954-ish, featuring -1.
Featuring Godzilla 54 and -1, I guess.
Thank you for listening, and I don't know when we'll be back next.
Listen, give us